gives me great pleasure to address you on this occasion, where some of our residents will be rewarded for the fruits of their intellectual labor. As you may know, a human rights campaign was mounted in the Federation through the kind auspices of UNAIDS and PANCAP and the Healthy Policy Project in the Caribbean. The campaign was launched in July earlier this year under the theme, Making St. Kitts Nevis Better, Equality for All, and included community consultations, presentations to target groups, and an essay competition. This effort was geared towards promoting the human rights agenda as articulated by the United Nations and continuing the fight to reduce stigma and discrimination in our society. As a result, the general awareness of human rights issues has been heightened in our community, and we are now poised to implement policies and formulate legislation in order to facilitate the necessary changes in attitudes and behaviors that would lead to a more tolerant and inclusive society. Unfortunately, there is still a low level of human rights literacy in the Caribbean in general, despite the fact that we do enjoy many of the rights and freedoms that can scarcely be found in other regions of the world. Here in St. Kitts and Nevis, we are more fortunate than many, as our government has embraced the responsibility to promote and protect the rights and freedoms articulated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In fact, as a member of the United Nations family, the Federation is committed to this cause as we recognize the inherent dignity and equality of all members of the human family. No longer can we as a society continue to mete out inferior treatment to those differently abled from ourselves, nor can we afford to scorn the sick and scoff at the physically and mentally challenged, because time and circumstances reveal that there but for the grace of God go I. We need to arrest our tendencies to marginalize others who may be different from us, because the fact of the matter is that they are human beings and they are every bit as entitled to expect and enjoy every human right the rest of us have come to expect. And so, to a man, to a woman, we need to not only know the golden rule, but to embrace it as well and to put it into action in every area of our lives. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. With this rule firmly in operation, we will be well on our way to ensuring equality for all in St. Kitts and Nevis. The Human Rights Essay Competition was a useful exercise in more ways than one. Indeed, it may have served to hone the writing skills of those who chose to enter, but more importantly, it would have caused them to seriously ponder the issues of human rights and how violations could be addressed and remedied. And so I commend you, the participants in the competition, and welcome you on board as human rights advocates. I expect that through your research and your writing and rewriting, you are now well versed in these matters and have become converts to the cause. Of course, we are here this evening to reward your efforts, but we hope that every time you look at that Apple iPad, that tablet, that you will be inspired to promote and protect the same human rights you wrote so eloquently about. You may look at yourselves and think that you are just a few, but it takes only one candle to light a dark room. And when you use your candle to light another candle, yours will still shine just as bright, and now there will be two bright and shining candles. So let this prize giving not just signal the end of your writing project, but let it be the start of your activism that will add to the groundswell of efforts to ensure that St. Kitts and Nevis continues to become better as we work towards equality for all. As a past English teacher myself, I have noted with great delight that the essays were generally of a very high standard. And I'm sure you heard the results this year and that English didn't do too good. This in itself speaks to the fact that one of the basic human rights, which is access to education, continues to be alive and well in our federation. Let me take this opportunity to sincerely congratulate all the participants for their efforts and to say a special word of congratulations to the winners in the 3 categories. Category A, ages 9 to 12, forgive me if I mispronounce your name, Siandra Edwards, Kyla Sutton, and Tao Omawali. Category B, ages 13 to 17, Ivada Simmons, Leanne Walters, and Anik Bedford. And Category C, 18 years and over, O'Neill Simpson, Patrick Walters, and Boris Connor. I want to place on record my personal thanks to UNAIDS for funding this particular activity, and also to thank all those residents who took advantage of this opportunity to be involved in something positive and productive. To all of you here this evening, especially to our essay competition participants, we are now counting on you not only to spread the message, but also in your sphere of influence to embrace and adopt those attitudes and behaviors that would promote and protect the human rights of all. Once again, congrats to the winners, and to all a very pleasant good evening.